Howdy. Welcome to day 2 of writing. I hope yesterday you got your mind map started and you listened to the 3 stories on police dogs, on hearing dogs, and on guide dogs. Isn't it amazing how much they help people and they're important to our community? And that is the goal because we're writing that opinion paper talking about how we feel or believe that these dogs are an important part of our lives. Now we have to prove it. All right, so what you're going to do now is listen to me and watch how I think and how I do it because next week you'll be doing it with your teacher. Okay, but it'll be the same format. Hopefully, Mr. Young might be a little bit different, but Miss Colda and I are pretty much the same. Okay, now this is the deal. Once you have police dogs, you have to say, okay, what do police dogs do that is important to our community? And I said, which you're going to write, they help catch criminals. I only maybe want one example, unless I was doing this on my own and I really wanted it to be even a better paper. I apologize for that. That's the bell. And sorry, I'm not going to start over. But now, police dogs help catch criminals. They also find illegal drugs, but I didn't have room to read that, to write that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that into my writing where I use this and I go to the next step. Okay. So I hold usually about 2 things in my mind when I'm thinking about these things. Now, the second thing that is hearing dogs. Well, when I read that passage or listened to it, I heard how they alert their handler to important sounds. Now I hold 2 sounds in my mind. There was babies crying, there were telephones ringing, there were doorbells. So I'm going to keep that in my mind when I rewrite my idea. Okay. Now the third one was the guide dog, and they help people by guiding them across roads. All right. And I'm going to use an adjective in there in my mind and say dangerous roads. Now what I want you to do is I want you to stop the video and I want you to copy down help catch criminals, alert handler to important sounds, and help people by guiding them across roads. All right. So you have now got your mind map done. Now, what I do is I lay my mind map down on the table and I lay my writing down on the other side of it. And I think, how can I do this? Or I have my mind map on the front, I turn it over and I look on the back and I go, okay, how can I turn this into sentences that make sense to my reader and prove my point that service dogs are important to our community? This is what it looks like. I use the mind map and everything underlined is not part of your paper. So my topic sentence started out with that transition of a feeling. I believe, I think, in my opinion, all of those are how you start a topic sentence. And then it says, I believe service dogs are a very important part of our community. Now we're going to give 3 reasons and we're going to explain it. Okay. First one, to begin with, service dogs like police dogs, notice we use police dogs, help catch criminals. Remember how we put that in our mind map right here. And then the one that was in my brain came out. And I said, help catch criminals, and they search for illegal drugs. That's how they're important for our community. They help keep criminals off the road, and they search for illegal drugs that people may use or harm other people with. Okay, that's my first one. Now I go to my second one and I go, in addition, see, there's that transition. We're doing a second one. They also help people who are hearing impaired. Impaired means that you have a problem hearing. You have some kind. It could be a big problem, little problem. Now I give my example. For example, they can alert people, remember, of important sounds. And now my brain spits out 2 of those sounds, like doorbells or ringing telephones. So do you notice how it matches right up with our outline? Now my last one is, finally, guide dogs are amazing. Remember, that's our third one. Why are they amazing? Because they help people go across streets. So finally, guide dogs are amazing because they help people who are visually impaired. Do you see visually impaired, hearing impaired? Guide dogs can help people cross dangerous roads. That's my example. My conclusion, that bottom part, as you can see, service dogs are an essential part of our community. Now what you're going to do is you're going to stop the video and the black part you already have on your paper, make sure you're on service dogs, and you're going to write the red part, you're going to write the green part, you're going to write the purple part, and then you're going to be done for today. Because I want you to see how you do this and how you take your brain and you get ideas out. And then your next step is to turn it into sentences. And then your third step is to rewrite it tomorrow into a paragraph. All right? So have a wonderful day. Stop this video and copy this. Okay? Because you're just using my brain right now, learning how to do it and the amount of writing. And is this a lot of writing? Yes. Oh, honey, if we were in class, you'd be doing twice this much. So get it done, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.